Hi, I'm Ronnie Peck, pastor of Millington First United Methodist Church, and this is your midweek faith lift. You know, I recall a story of this old country doctor, obviously of generations ago. He was the typical kind of doctor that you like to have around because he was known as the kind of person that would get up in the middle of a cold night, travel miles and miles to take care of a sick woman or a sick child. And you know the scenario. Most of the people around there, they needed his services, but oftentimes they couldn't pay. He served a poorer class of people, and he never just had much money. You know, he had to rely on what they could give, and oftentimes he wasn't paid in money. They would give him food or what have you. You know the scenario. He had an office in town, and it was on the second floor of a building. There was a stairway outside that led up to the door to his office and into the waiting room, and there was a little sign at the foot of the stairs that said, "Dr. Johnson, office upstairs." Dr. Johnson was supposed to get married once, but the day of the wedding, wouldn't you know, a little boy became severely ill, and Dr. Johnson was called away. As it turns out, this little boy was also of another ethnic class. And so his fiancée said, if he is more interested in treating those kinds of people than marrying me, then I'll just call the wedding off. The wedding was called off, and he never married. Well, finally, poor old Doc Johnson passed away. And the people in town wanted to honor him some way, but they just couldn't figure out how. And tragically, a big argument arose as to what would they put on Dr. Johnson's tombstone. And that family of another ethnicity with the poor little boy, they went and got Dr. Johnson's sign and stuck it up by his grave, which said, "Dr. Johnson, office upstairs." What would friends think is the most fitting thing to say about you in the case of your death? What would they put on your tombstone? You know, today might be a good day to think about that. And let's hope it's not today. Let's hope it's on down the road. But it's still worth giving some thought to. I'm Ronnie Peck. This has been your midweek faith lift, and I'll see you back here again next week. Oops.
Sorry.